go.
Assalamu alaikum to all of those who call themselves Muslim, and greetings to everybody else right now and what's going on. But I got some more information going back to what I was talking about. This is the Injil right here. This is what they call the Bible. That's why I got this on my niece, and I'm thank you, Tamir, for ordering me this book. This is your Bible. This is where all of the trouble started at. Because for some reason, I used to see in Bibles, they actually had a nerve to say, don't change the words of this book. But y'all done did that. And here is what they call the Injil. That's it. That's what they call the New Testament. But that's not what this is really saying. What they say it say. E-N. Now that's that right there. That's where they get the Injil from. It's something kind of right, because this would be the N, the E and the N, the J and the Y, or the E and the L. Injil, then that's supposed to be Matt, like the chapter of Matthew. But this word right here, that's Enoch. I told you the one. W-O-N goes to W-I-N, and it goes to W-E-N. That right there is pronounced with the A-K. There go Enoch right there. I know that I didn't tell nobody to write the New Testament. And I'm finna go on and read it to you, the penalty. Because everybody know about Enoch. I done read a couple of their little stories concerning myself. They kind of on point. But I told my mama they watered it down. Because y'all just don't know what's about to happen. Some of y'all do. I seen a movie on YouTube called Separation. That's what it's called for too. But we're going to start with this one. Nirvana, total extinction for all those fair-skinned humans. Violent weather, storms, floods, eruptions, quakes, and windstorms. A suppression for all those individuals who's been submerged in water, being baptized, and all those who use feces as fertilizer. Men who attend all men functions, places where women can't enter, stag parties for gay men. They will be attacked and wiped out, weekly, monthly, gradually, partly, hourly, daily, for acting like females, feminine, and your women's ovums will rupture during childbirth, aborting the fetus for being skeptics and using the Lord's name in vain. I am the first letter of your sacred word, honored and sacred, words never meant to be changed. This is your initiation. Africans who approach the entrance of pale white Europeans, surrounding and encircling them, going around them, coming together for sexual intercourse, meetings, discussing electoral duties, commence, start. I came into existence for your initiation to death, your demise. It's your only way out of this dilemma. For being members of the Anglican Church and the Roman Catholic Church, reciters of a psalm verse, antiphon, and the Gloria Patri, has resulted in your termination. Print and publish. Make plenty of copies of your obituaries. Type short sentences and an up-to-date picture. All fair-skinned descendants of Neanderthals will die, especially in a violent way. You will pass from existence, disappearing gradually, starting with your leaders, commanders, and chiefs, all those who stand out front, and all elected officials and religious leaders, for deliberately breaching contracts, treachery, breach of faith, lying, giving false testimonies to the New Testament deliberately, doing it eagerly with passion. All those convicted will be judged, destruction, the loss of your souls, utter damnation, loss and ruin, to all those who are descendants of horned animals, bright-skinned earthlings, those who conduct and language incite rebellion against the authority of the state, insurrection, rebellion, a going apart, separation, quickly, suddenly, secretly, still upon, happening, without warning, abrupt, quick, and swift. You will be placed into a stupor. It will pass over, across, or through, killing the guilty. A transient phenomenon, a transient electrical current, death to humans. Africans who cling to Greek metrics, that which goes up to go down, unapproachable creatures, more distance in time or degree, more distance, to a greater extent, additional space, advance forward. It's the beginning. I am the first letter of your honored and sacred words, never meant to be changed. This is your initiation to death. Bring a friend to assist you. Catch fire and burn up all occupants of any state office and all of their companions, all those empowered to serve writs and warrants, governors in royal castles, all police and substitute counts, travel, taking trips, looking for adventure, straying from the proper course, errors, justices who travel periodically to hold court in various shires, traveling from place to place, especially to perform some duty of work, an entering judge, looking for adventure, straying from the proper course, erring. Women who have altered their bodies will be burned up. The first month of the year, January 1st, 2027, I will attend the maintenance of cleaning all buildings, of all those in the mode of being or living and acting the American way of life, having it your own way, yield, submit, or agree. You are of an unusual character, particular, illegal, immoral, wrong and amiss, misplaced, lost. Fair-skinned humans will go away, way off yonder, find a road or path. In Buddhism, a mode of knowledge, harmony and melody, a conveyance, anything through or by which something, as taught, power, information, or the like, is conveyed, transmitted, expressed, or achieved. Hinayana. Some Buddhists believe in self-purification to nirvana, extinction, the lesser action or vehicle. In Buddhism, Mahayana means universally, it has always been known that man sleeps with woman. Yes, you are denied. And it says that Europeans are errors with Hinayana. Europeans are errors, accepted, denial. Yes, you are denied. So how can there be a white Buddhist? You all are in danger. All wooden and earthly handiwork will be reduced to ash. For 1 year, total elimination of all descendants of horned animals, descendants of canines, men, low in quality and grade, fair-skinned, low in value, miserly, stingy, hard to cope with, troublesome, white men, a human being, any human being regardless of sex or age or class, mammalia, members of the genus Homo, family hominid, order primates, descendants of Homo sapiens, man of war, man in a ship, man the guns, man is hot in here, tumors, fibroma and myoma, occurring in the framework of your mouths, where the teeth are held in place. The grass needs to be cut. It's those of you who look for attention, where you get the right attention. You are ripe for the picking. It's harvest time. New York will serve as a repository for the dead, a tomb. You've been selected by divine will for electrocution, for being Catholic, solicitous, unmarried by choice, being consumers of swine and South. Protect yourselves from the weather. When going to parties where there will be no women, stag events for sodomites, find protection from cutthroats, hoodlums, and professional assassins and thieves, and elephants. Find protection from military vessels containing warrior terrorists, and protect yourselves from insects, and from being turned homosexual in Greek fraternities, or you will discover death. Protect yourselves from Mongoloid tribes in Burma, Thailand, and southern China. Protect your heads of state, those in power, positions, or empire of a monarch. Protect Britain, cover up. Protect all Muslims with pale skin. They are all in danger. To all those who claim the identity of Negroes, falsely, Germans calling themselves Egyptians, a fake word like gypsy. You could never pass for a Cushite or a Kimite. Now you're governing over Negroes in the land of Cush. You've been selected by divine will for being homosexual Catholics. Any person who fits that description has been placed on the endangered species list. The ovaries of your female earthlings will be reduced to ashes. 1 year total elimination. Your water supply is running low. Your rivers are drying up. The people's intelligence level has made you an inferior quality. Morally base, inferior. Morals. Your status is cheap. From now on, all pale humans will be low in funds. America will be reduced in health and wealth, overthrown and defeated. Women have brought mankind to its lowest point. The stock market will fall to a new low and never recover. Bumpkins, sounding like cattle when you speak. You've broken all the laws of behavior, the Mosaic laws, the laws of decency, cleanliness, a way of life, codes and rules, the laws of harmony, and the laws of grammar have all been broken. Liars. This is a dragnet meant to catch small game animals and criminals. Many male humans will be chopped down this harvest. Boys too. It's harvest time. Anyone who got swept up in this dragnet will always be denied and endangered. For men mating with men and women consuming poisonous foods. Making body parts swollen, tumors. Then a tomb will serve as a repository for the dead, a mound. You've been selected by divine will for being Catholic, changing words, being solicitous, unmarried by choice, being eaters of sauce. Protect yourselves from the weather. When going to parties where there will be no women, stag parties for sodomites. Find protection from cutthroats, hoodlums, and professional assassins. Thieves, protect yourselves from elephants. Find protection from military vessels carrying warrior terrorists, and protect yourselves from insects and from being turned homosexual in Greek fraternities. You will discover death. Protect yourselves from Mongoloid tribes in Burma, Thailand, and southern China. Protect your heads of state, those in powerful positions or an empire of a monarch. Protect Britain. Cover up. Protect all pale-skinned Muslims. They are all in danger. They are all descendants of Canaanites. Those men who stay anonymous, men with nicknames, stealing identities and birthrights, named after their fathers' names. Names will never hurt me. A democracy in name is truly a police state. All those big in politics are cowards. They will be reduced to ashes. All of you who have been baptized will perish, along with those who fertilize the soil with feces. Bright red-skinned homosexuals will be blitzkrieg, attacked without prejudice. Each and every one of you for acting feminine. You will be attacked monthly, gradually, partly, hourly, and daily. Your female's reproductive organs will rupture every time one goes into labor, aborting the fetus for being skeptics and using the Lord's name in vain. Catching tumors causing swollen body parts. Then a tomb will serve as a repository for the dead, a mound. You've been selected by divine will for being united as Catholics, believing in the Christ, changing words, being solicitous, unmarried by choice, being consumers of sauce. Protect yourselves from the weather. When going to parties where there will be no women, stag parties for sodomites. Find protection from cutthroats, hoodlums, professional assassins, and thieves, and elephants. Find protection from military vessels carrying warrior terrorists and insects from being turned into homosexuals in Greek fraternities. You will discover death. Protect yourselves from Mongoloid tribes in Burma, Thailand, and southern China. Protect your heads of state, those in powerful positions, or an empire of a monarch. Protect Britain. Cover up. Protect all pale-skinned Muslims. They are in danger. For identity theft of Negroes, faking it, calling themselves Egyptians, a fake word like gypsy. You can never pass for a Cushite or a Kimite. Now you govern over Negroes in Kush. You've been selected by divine will for being united homosexual Catholics. Fair-skinned humans have made the endangered species list. They will be reduced to ashes. 1 year total extinction. Affirmative. I'm out of here. Well, they both don't want me to turn it off, so hey. But that's all that needs to be said right there.
It's not going on.
It's still running?
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey. From changing this, because like I said, there's nowhere in the world you're going to get the word New Testament in here. And going against laws that already been wrote. And if that's the case, I'm the first word in the whole book. That's how I know. And y'all done went crazy doing that stuff. Not only was I here, they say I'm the seventh grandson of Adam or some shit. I was here before Adam. Because if that's the case, the word what y'all call Allah is right in the beginning of the first chapter. So there's Enoch right there. Always been. There goes the one. Always been around. They just upset because it's a brother. And if y'all hating, y'all really shouldn't be hating. Y'all should be happy that the ones who run this is looking like y'all. I'm coming to save what you call the brothers. And y'all need to stop calling yourself black. Black means a fair-skinned European. It's pronounced Blake. The only word for y'all is a Negro. That means the opposite of a cracker. That means you have no blood ties. You got a kinky hair. Forget all that mixed breed. Negroes can wear brush. If you can't get brush waves, you ain't no Negro. You ain't a brother. All brothers get brush waves, can wear the braids, and afro. A real afro that can hold up, not blowing and laying down, but an afro. All that straight stringy hair, no, that's not Negro. That's mixed in. But we're not going to have to worry about that because when that transient electrical thing comes down, it's going to stop a whole lot of that shit. And they know what's going to happen. They just don't know what to do. They ain't got nowhere to go. Ain't nowhere to hide from this one. All the stuff that they did to so-called dark-skinned people is all coming to an end. And all y'all who know out there watch my videos, every time I say some shit, it happens. Now y'all know why. Because y'all went against my book, even the Quran. But as far as that goes, all of the European Muslims are imposters. They was not meant to be that. If you were descendant of a canine, you was a descendant of an ape, that's it. You don't have no other titles but a men. Men or a man. That's a multiple. That's it. Not no leader, not no Cushite, not no Asian. That's it. Or a damn Neanderthal. Or Homo stupidus. But any other title that got to be like Indians and natives, ain't no such thing as a pale-skinned native to no land. That's why this shit is going on. They spread it like a parasite. One story I read where a man went to South America and he went on, they took him, they was nice, like niggas is. They took him on a trip through the hood. They took him up the river and brought his ass back. They said white people left and came back, I think it was 100 years or 10 years or something. 90% of the population was dead. Because he came with measles, chickenpox, and something else. So that means everybody on that boat was stinking ass disease carriers just walking around and it wasn't even killing them. It took one of them to knock off a whole damn continent. Going around peeing in the water, taking shits in the woods, all that shit, fucking up everything. Now just think, if they killed off all them people, the people nowadays, if you got them diseases, you couldn't have been back in the day with your own relatives because they couldn't have been around you because you got too many diseases. That's what this is too. This is a cleansing. It's going to clean up some of the people because this is the cave. And like they be talking about Babylon, it's like it's Babylon. Is that it? Or just L-O-N? Well, whatever it is, that's lunatic. L-O-N. Loon, like Looney Tunes. This is the place of baby or infant lunatics. The kids are so out of control, they retarded. As soon as they come out, they get a check. And they earn the motherfuckers too, because they bad as hell. And it all comes because of this. Y'all doing some shit you weren't never supposed to do. Ain't no such thing as religion. This was a way of life for Negroes. And y'all done broke the code. And I guess it wasn't meant for it to go at all, but now that I did this, I'm finna go study on some more stuff. And I'm gonna show y'all what it is. This is when I say study. When you study, you find some new stuff. Now y'all look at this. We're gonna put it right there. Is it clear? With my finger. Y'all see that now, y'all who read air me. Now watch this. They go to the same spot. It's a J. That can be considered SOS. But the 666 is spelled SEKS. And that's how it runs. From right here, this is saying that Jesus is here. Because when you run it, I'm going to do it now, the J-E. I'm going to do one of them. The J. Then we say S-E-K-S. J. Now, we're going to put it, you know, the J, all S's come with an E. E-S-E-K-E-S. That means Jesus. Right there. C. Open your eyes and look up. The doom is coming. K means doom. Kama Sutra. And then another ES. For all those who humiliated and did Negroes wrong. And we gonna just spell it. And ain't this so? Look, all the letters is up in there. We just gonna look at this. J E-S-U-S. Okay, that's motherfucking United States. Right there. Now, we got that E, say that J-E, same thing, E-S, because and it's saying everybody who attacked did something to the Negroes, tell the Negroes to attack the U.S. Oh, Negroes don't stand up. It's happening now. But this is Jesus. This is what y'all been waiting on. It's not a physical man, it's a movement. But the people got to get tired of the bullshit, though. This ain't talking about no goddamn go pray and it's going to be all right. Nah, nigga, get up and do something. That's what this is for, trying to separate the real ones from them house niggas. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The one that's going to love the cracker all the way to the end like Steven on Django. They're going to have to be dealt with, too. This is for real. And like I said, if you don't believe me, go watch all my videos. Everything I said I was going to do, I did it. From finding the gold to sliding in home base in Flint. I'll be up there in a minute. To all of that. To the diamonds. To the airplanes falling out the sky. All of that. But this is it. What all this that came to. This is Babylon. Y'all Babylonians. Babylonians. Because the kids is crazy as hell. All of the kids is crazy. I haven't seen a kid outside of my house that ain't got some kind of discipline problem yet. Even the little bitty ones. And it's because y'all been talking about this shit. This thing, y'all took this word and put it on a white man. This means attack America and United States. over here and get shit right. They over here in your backyard, not paying the rent, making people pay water bills when water come out the ground. It's time for them to go. Like I say, gradually, it's gonna happen. They're gonna be exterminated. And when this phenomenon comes, that's gonna be cool. Cause we gonna see if you really saying that you the number one pick of the Creator, then you can take a good ass blast of radiation. Cause there ain't nothing but the sunlight. And if you can't take the sun, that means you on the bottom of the list, don't it? Because it takes sunlight to make the grass grow. But with that, I think I am out of here now. Abracadabra.